We're back.
Here we are.
Season 4, episode 53.
Yep.
Fucking flying.
Moving right along. I got a Facebook memory notification. We've been doing this podcast for 6 years now.
It's wild.
Right.
Wild. This podcast started before COVID.
Right.
And we kept going throughout COVID.
Exactly.
Let's just be clear.
It's one of the real ones.
Summer's here.
Summer's here. It's
First
nice out.
first rum punchies at Dockside today.
Oh. That's the official start.
Turns out they did not open at 3 o'clock when I wanted to be there. I had to come home. So then I came home and I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to go drink rum punches, I should probably work out. So I did a 30-minute Peloton and then went straight from there. Straight from Peloton, threw on a shirt, shorts, and fucking went down and into the rum punchies.
Attaboy.
Almost killed one child.
One of your children?
Yeah.
She didn't like the rum punchies.
She just decided to be an asshole. And I was like, if you want to be an asshole, there's a car right there. You can go sit in it and be an asshole all by yourself. Have fun. I don't give a fuck. I'm down here.
You're not gonna ruin my rum punch.
Yeah, I got rum punchies and boats to look at.
You're not gonna put a damper on my piece, you little fucker.
I'm like, seriously, we're sitting in one of the best towns in the fucking country, on the water, looking at boats, and you just ordered truffle fries. Like, really, how hard is your fucking life right now that you need to be an absolute asshole right now? You want me to go drop you in Sanford? I will. It's fucking.
Ain't no fucking truffle fries.
We're doing fucking Cage Straight, Garrett style. Here. Why don't you go hang out at the fucking Sanford?
Yeah, hang out at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
The Fluff and Fold down in Midtown Mall.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so boat's ready. I put my line on my rod the other day, or on my reel.
I gotta do that. Probably not a bad idea for me to do that before I leave tonight.
I gotta still put a leader on it, but I think I'm just gonna go straight like 25 pound.
Yep.
Which is all on my boat, so.
Might as well. I remember I gotta take some saltwater leaders out of my. I have my trout bag in my truck.
I'm so excited for the boat bag.
Yeah, right.
It looks so good. Can't wait.
I just take my saltwater leaders and throw them in there.
Yeah.
And then we can all use them if we need them. In fact, I will do that.
There's a bunch in there.
Puppy tomorrow.
Yep. Puppy day tomorrow. Last day of school tomorrow.
Mandy's was the last day with kids yesterday. And then she had the last day. Her last day was today. Cleaned out her office and everything.
I just got a notification since our last podcast. 576 photos have been added to the fucking puppy. 7 days. And he was gone for 4 of them. So really, 3 days, he's added 576 goddamn pictures.
Yep.
Dude. How?
He's an animal. Apparently, I got him in some shit with Mama Hutch.
About what? Which time?
Last week when we were talking about going fishing on his anniversary.
Oh. Yeah. Pretty sure he got himself in that shit. And like, I'm glad he went.
Yeah.
I'm glad he took the trip. But also, like, it's one of those spots that's so accessible. I'm not going to go up there if it's fucking flowing 2,000.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of where my brain was at, was like, look, I get, like, these guys, they have their, like, special weekend or whatever that they do this same trip every fucking year. But it's like, dude, if it's blown out, like, take a rain date.
Yeah.
Like, that's just my opinion. Like, especially, like, it's one thing if you're flying to fucking Montana to go fish and it's going to rain the whole time.
Yeah, figure out your
All
own
right,
fish.
well, fucking looks like we're going to go drop fucking $1,000 at Sims to make sure I stay dry.
Yeah.
And we're going to fish. Like, that's a once, you know.
Once in a lifetime. Or
Yeah, not once in a lifetime, but, like,
big
that's a big trip, and, like, you can't predict weather.
Yeah. I'm glad he went to. I don't know. He texted me while he was up there. He caught after he caught a fish on one of my flies.
Yeah.
Apparently he caught a bunch of smallies.
Notifications are still coming in. 587, 592, 597, 597 photos.
The photo still?
I don't know.
I don't even know how many photos we're at right now.
More than 500.
Oh, it's way more. It's over 1,000.
Like, there's something wrong with that. Like,
1,182. That was as of today.
It's 1,200 fucking pictures in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have 1,200 pictures of my wife.
I definitely don't.
Like, legitimate.
You think there's 1,200 pictures of you out there?
Yeah, because that fucking asshole.
Fair enough. Hey, did we do our YouTube check?
I just popped it up. I didn't click on it. I was just going to post the link and hope it works.
I'll check real quick.
But I got distracted by
funny jokes.
Did you see the all points post about the fucking customer that put a fucking fly into the fucking chunk of his hand?
No.
Put it right into the fucking meat of the old thumbstick. How he sounding? Did you see the all points post about the fucking crushing?
Fucking nailed it.
There's said all points post.
Ow.
And
reminds me of something.
I did that.
Yeah. With a treble hook.
Yeah. But then the thing that made me laugh was the doctor had to get the big wire cutter. Said the first pair didn't work. Your hooks are strong. Customer's good and recovering. Actually did a casting lesson with me today. Yeah, well, it looks like we put the fucking cart before the horse there, pal.
Right? Yeah.
I can't wait to catch a fucking barbell right off the fucking back of my dome. I love doing that to myself.
It's a wonder none of us have been
actually hooked.
I shouldn't fucking say it.
Yeah.
Well, it's already out there.
It's gonna be sweet tomorrow.
Yeah, when I catch one right in the fucking ear. Last year was probably the closest when I stood up at the wrong time and I felt the fucking bucktail go across my nose. You almost gave me a septum piercing.
That would have been cool, though.
I'd be pretty, I mean, the trouble is, like, I would, if you accidentally hooked me, I would feel bad. Like, I would want to figure out a way to get it out without ruining the fly. Like, I hear so many stories of guys where it happens and they go to the emergency room and the first thing they do is, like, ruin the fly.
Oh yeah,
You
I
know?
mean that's what happened to mine. They fucking. She was real quick to cut the fucking trebles apart.
Yeah.
And my mom was so mad at me that day.
We tried for hours to get it out.
Yeah, we tried for a good hour before finally
like trying to hold it with
like dental picks and shit.
And then getting the barb out.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to go to the ER.
She did not like that.
No, not whatsoever. I think were we heating up the dental picks and shit with like lighters to just sterilize
we had to make sure they're sterile. You're using the fucking propane stove.
Right. Oh, boy. Where's something?
There are some real big fish getting caught right now.
I've heard.
Like,
Craig Regis was in the shop yesterday and said there's some getting caught around north of here.
Ian had some. Ian Brown, James's brother,
Yeah.
posted a couple yesterday on the fly. Looks sick.
And it looks like there's some smaller ones too.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I am gonna have to. I have a conference. So tomorrow's 4th grade graduation.
Yep.
So from 12 to 2, I was told I have to be at the elementary or at the Coastal Ridge. I don't know what we're doing. I have no idea. So I'll be there, but I've got a conference call at 1:30. That I literally just had someone text me and been like, "Hey, you're gonna get on that, right?" I was like, "Fuck." Yeah, I guess.
I have a virtual doctor's appointment at 2, which should be done by 2:30.
Yeah.
So that
Well,
I'll leave
yeah.
the house and
I've got a doctor's appointment 2:30, which is pointless. So I'm like,
it'll be 2 weeks on Sunday, nicotine free.
how many more?
I gotta do, they said 3 to 4 weeks nicotine free before I can test. So.
Halfway.
Yep. But it hasn't been too bad. Had a couple moments. But doing all right with it for the most part.
It ain't that hard.
No, I've quit smoking, I've quit drinking, quit dipping.
Yeah.
So, and it's gonna be better. It's to better myself. It's not, it's good reason.
Yeah.
If I get the surgery and can drop 110 pounds.
For sure.
So.
I've been thinking about like all my spin gear that I own still. I'm like I've got those 2 brand new Finn Nord reels.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? Am I ever gonna use them? Probably not.
Probably not, unless you get rods for your dad's boat.
Well, so I was thinking about going to Kittery. I still have yet to go to Kittery.
Kidder trade boats?
Yeah. Since I've redone fishing.
It's nothing.
Because those would actually be pretty dope fucking jigging reels. They're huge. They're way oversized from what I would need, but it would be fun. Those would be good, like 150 to 250 pound tuna reels.
Yep. Little short ones. Shark reels.
I have zero interest in shark
So
fishing.
do I, but Is your dad coming tomorrow night?
I think so. I don't know. Maybe he's too busy with puppy stuff. That's the only thing I've heard.
I mentioned when he called. I talked to him on Sunday for like a half hour.
Yeah.
He called me on his way home, and I mentioned it, and he was like, "Well, am I invited?" I was like, "I would assume so."
Yeah. As long as we don't interfere with his puppy time. Every time. He's like, I want to launch my boat. I was like, all right. Do you have a way to get out to it? The answer is no. No, you don't. Because the motor still doesn't fucking work.
Oh, his dinghy motor still?
Yeah. Well, just puppy time. Well, hey, you put your priorities wherever. Guess what? You were gone for 4 fucking days, and then you were also gone for a whole fucking week. Mom made it happen. It's all right. And I think she'd rather you actually like go work on your boat so you can get to your boat.
Yeah.
Than go fucking fish up north. Because guess what? If you're down here working on your boat motor, you can get home if she really needs you. But I mean, hey, you do you, boo-boo. Fucking Heath was like, wow, there's no real fucking sucker run this year. I was like, yeah. He's like, so September and October has got to be like the World Cup for us. I'm like, yeah. Both girls will be playing on 2 soccer teams, and that means every other Sunday in Lancaster and every Sunday somewhere with Liv. So, let me know when we can go to Montana. I was literally like contemplating Googling, like, all right, where's the best place to go fish for trout in July? Because that's what I got to work with.
Yeah.
July or December.
Right. Mandy and I go to Jackman for 4 days in July.
George said the bugs were pretty well formed while he was up there.
And I bet if the fucking water wasn't 3,000 CFS, he probably would have seen some pretty good dry fly action.
Yeah.
So.
Hard for anything to land on fucking water moving that fast.
I may do a day trip up to Rangeley next Sunday. Are you got soccer next Sunday?
Like in 3 days?
No. A week from.
Nothing. I am. Oh, that's actually Heath's birthday. Nothing. We have soccer Saturday. And if they win, we have soccer Sunday. And then soccer is done.
That's this week?
Yeah. We got training on Friday night. A little walkthrough. Get ready for the fucking big game. And then see how it goes.
Well, next Sunday, if you're interested.
I might be.
I mean, we can ride up. I'll probably just fish the bridge, but.
What about Saturday night?
I can go Saturday. I'll have to double check with Mandy, but. Fly up Saturday night.
I think fucking Numbnuts is up there building.
Yeah. See if we can crash at his place or.
Do that or just do fucking Arrow.
Yep.
Old fucking No-Tell Motel in Arrow.
Yep.
That place is dope. Have you ever stayed there?
No.
Oh, the best. It's exactly what you need up there. You park in front of your fucking motel room. You walk inside, and you pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
You wake up, you take a shit, take a shower, and leave. No front desk, no nothing. Just like old school. You ever been into LL Cody?
No, I've wanted to.
Are you shitting me? Out of all the places.
Never been there. I've never been to Errol.
How have you never been to Errol? It's right there.
I've never. The farthest on 16 I've driven is to where we took out on that boat launch.
Oh.
On that, well, not a boat launch.
That's actually a really cool way to go up. If you go up through Grafton Notch.
Yeah.
That's an awesome way up that way.
Let me talk to Mandy. But I think that could definitely be a possibility.
Leave her at home with your brand new baby.
Yep. I need a push present.
Yeah.
Just fish a trip.
Yeah.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I just fucking, like, if you wanted to leave earlier on Saturday, then I get out of work. I can just drive up, meet you there.
Well, now I'm really fucking contemplating it. And I'm like, do I just truck camp it? Do I leave fucking Friday and just be like, yo, show up whenever. Let me know where you are. So we got fucking satellite messaging now.
Right.
Thanks, Elon.
Fucking now everyone hates Elon.
I can't tell if everyone hates him or everyone loves him.
Yeah, neither could I.
I
bet
know.
all the people that were fucking over Teslas and stuff are probably like, oh, shit.
Well,
he just made fun of him.
Yeah.
I heard the Twitter beef was pretty wild. I didn't watch any of it. I didn't see any of it, but
I had no idea what was happening in L.A. No clue.
Until yesterday.
Yeah.
A cop came in and was a town cop came in to ask a question about something that got stolen in the area. And he's like, you see what's going on in L.A.? I was like, porn stars and like rich people? And he was like, no, the protests. And I looked it up. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah. One of the guys at work yesterday was talking about it, and I was like, what are you actually talking about? He's like, do you watch the news? And I was like, no, absolutely
Why?
not. I try not to.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
You see shit like that.
I was like, I've been legitimately on a soccer field all weekend. We were down in Weymouth, which, you know what? That was a pretty nice place.
Weymouth?
Yeah.
Never been there.
It was like the entrance to the Cape, which I'm sort of kicking myself. So actually, Leah and I talked about this, and it was like, we need to just do more like day trips in New England.
Yeah.
And like take the kids to places where like we've done Boston, sort of, and like Portland, and like we've gone to Booth Bay with the girls, but like go to Liv and I did a afternoon in Gloucester, and just like kind of like drove around, saw everything, and then had lunch or had dinner down there.
Gloucester is wicked nice.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'd love to go down to the Cape with the girls and just like go fucking find a place to stay, go for like 3-4 days in the summer just to get away from here.
Bring your boat.
Definitely bring the boat. Maybe wait till like September and try and time it for Albies.
Hey, did you hear that place in the Hearth in Portsmouth?
Mm-hmm.
Like that community
Yeah, the
food
community
court?
oven.
Closed.
What?
Yep, done.
Really?
Today's their last day.
So what the fuck are they gonna do there?
They're looking at third party. It'll be a restaurant or something, or a shopping center, I'm sure.
That's a wild.
Right? 2 years it was open, and they couldn't sustain employment in. So.
Well, I think all of these places that are trying to do this type of style in which that Hearth was,
Yeah.
might start to realize that that shit's not sustainable because the people that they are peddling to can't fucking afford it.
Right.
So you might want to start peddling towards the people that can afford your establishments.
Mandy and I went there.
It's a cool concept.
Yeah, it's a great concept.
It's basically just a fucking super expensive food court, but if you really want to boil it down.
Yeah, exactly. We went there and spent like $100 on food. Did you get pizza or you get something and then...
We went in and they're like, oh, well, you can like walk around and find any table to sit at, or you can go over there and then you can order from anywhere and we bring it to you. And I was like, I choose option B.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I wish I had known about option B.
Yeah. So if you go sit in the bar, can't do it anymore, but if you would sit in the bar area, you could order from any of the little fucking things. But I'm just pumped Dockside's back up and running. Saw Brucey down there and his brother, his wife.
Bruce Larson?
Yeah. Bruce and Brett. And Brett's daughter Hazel. And then Bruce's 2 kids. And not Megan.
What the fuck's your sister?
The sister's, whatever her name is.
Why can't I think of her?
Elise. Nailed it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A while back, Mandy and I went to the Sunrise Grill for breakfast one Sunday morning. Meg was working. Meg Hansen.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's funny, you just walked in. I just got off the phone with Scotty. He's flipping out because the girls can't find one of their stuffed animals, and he doesn't know what the fuck it is. I was like, I can only imagine Scotty fucking dadding it on a Sunday, trying to figure out which stuffed animal.
Yeah, through hysterics.
Well, I don't know which one it fucking is. Maybe you shouldn't have lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today, we went and walked. I'm going to start carrying rocks in my pocket, I've figured out. So we went and picked up the girls from school. So the girls have started doing this cool thing where they walk up to school in the morning. So they park at Central, the Central parking lot there, like by Bar Next Door in Central, the restaurant, and then walk up to school. So Leah's been doing that with them ever since it wasn't fucking raining and 26 degrees outside.
Is this like a group of kids that do that?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they have like some of their friends meet up there, and then Leah is the chaperone to get all the kids to school, which is great. So I showed up today, and Leah and I were like, oh, we'll just walk up together. She was able to make it home in time. And so I was like, all right, go to the crosswalk that's at that plaza. The fucking old bag on their phone just fucking drives right through. And I was like, you know how much I would want to have a rock right now and fucking smash it off.
These old whites bitch about us, like our generation.
Yeah.
And the younger generation. But most of them are the fucking problem.
Yeah. Phone right to the head.
Yep. Not paying attention.
Apparently, I didn't realize this, but I believe it was June 10th. A new law went into place, which is like you can't even touch your phone while you're in your car.
Really?
Yeah. And the police are like, oh, well, we're going to get you and all this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, sick. I'm going to tint all my cars 5% now, and you can suck my balls. I will text and drive. Fuck off.
Craig Reed just came in the shop yesterday to drop off a compactor, and we were talking, and he was like, how long have you known Garrett and George and them? I was like, fuck, I don't know, 20 years now, something like that. And he's like, they're just such good people. He was like, the only thing is, my one complaint is I don't like driving with Garrett. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, the first time I drove with him, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. He's fucking fast. And I was like, you should ride 16 with him.
So we hunted down in Hampton. We all went down there. It might have just been me. My dad might have been gone. But Craig was following me back, and we came up the coastal route. So like we did 1A or 1B or whatever the fuck it is, all the way through, and then through downtown Portsmouth and back to here. And Craig and Ty were following me. I fucking lost him with the duck boat. He's like, I don't know how you lost me. You had a fucking boat behind you, and I couldn't keep up with you. And I was like,
yeah, I told him yesterday. I was like, I've been friends with Garrett for over 20 years, and I could count on my hands how many times I've actually driven him.
yeah.
Like it's the last time was last summer when your truck was hooked to your boat and we needed to get plugs for it. And we took my truck to do a parts run.
Plugs for what?
Your boat.
Oh, yeah, the spark plugs. Yeah.
And then I can remember the time before that. So I just get in. I told Greg, I was like, I just get in, shut up, hold on. Just not much. I'm gonna get there. I may breathe a little heavy every once in a while, but typically get there one piece.
We're sitting in. We have a morning so our morning kickoff meeting for the plant is at 6:30.
Yeah.
So we do like a 6:15 like huddle in one of the director's offices for ops. And so one of the assistant ops director comes in today, and he's like, "Well, my morning started off great." He's like, "I was just driving down the road, someone pulled out in front of me, and like I had to slam on my brakes, and then I'm, close to them, and then they gave me the finger, so like that's how my day started." And I was like, "And you're complaining about this?" I was like, "If I don't get the finger on the way to work, it's a fucking rare occasion. I might buy a fucking lottery ticket."
I know what I wanted to talk about. I think you'd be proud of me. But Mandy and I were driving through downtown Portsmouth, and we were passing the goat. Right?
Yeah.
Some fucking drunk chick walking down the edge of the fucking sidewalk stumbles into my lane and then fucking just keeps walking. So I pulled up. I was like, "Get the fuck out of the road, you dumb bitch. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
And Mandy was like, "Hugh." I was like, "She's in the fucking road."
She's clearly dumb. Like,
Mandy was dumbfounded. She was like, "I can't believe you just spoke to her like that."
yeah.
I was like, "Well, she fucking deserved it."
Yeah.
And I was like, and if her two fucking boyfriends that were with her had anything to say, they would have fucking done something about it.
Yeah. Or
and
maybe,
they didn't.
maybe corralled her back
Exactly.
to the sidewalk.
Like, fuck you. I was so fucking mad.
Isn't that one of them times you're just like,
My heart's beating just thinking
God
about it.
damn it. I wish I had train horns.
Right?
Just to fucking let them things rip.
I wouldn't have had enough time. Like, I had to swerve out of my lane.
That's okay. You could have hit him afterwards. That's like, I'm still trying to figure out what to do vehicular wise. I'm like, maybe I do just spend $3,000, put a new bed on my truck, get the rust all taken care of, drive it weekly, like keep it up, and just see how long she'll go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but if I do that, I'm definitely going to cut my rear tire out and put a set of train horns underneath my truck. I just need it at this point. I've made it 24 years.
Didn't you have a truck with train horns? I could have sworn you had
My
a set.
Duramax had train horns on it for a little bit, but they were gay. They weren't the good ones. I'm going like straight up horn blasters, like onboard air tank with receiver, like full send.
Okay.
And then my Jeep had a PA system. That was a terrible idea. Whoever let me do that. Because I could just be going down the road yelling at people on the beach with a PA speaker.
Boss is home.
Yeah. They went down to watch the softballs.
Oh, nice. We
She pulled in wrong, too. You never pull in straight to your garage. You back in. Like a civilized human.
yeah. Fuck. Fishing tomorrow night.
Big fish tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're gonna hammer them.
I don't even know what the tides are. Actually, I think they're going to be pretty low.
Yeah, it's gonna be incoming, I think.
Last low was 613 for York. So that means it'll be 7.
13 tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And coming up. So we'll be going down.
Turns out we're going to have the boat in the water pretty late tomorrow night. Because I'm not dealing with a fucking full out fucking tide. We launch. I got my doctor's appointment at 2:30. I think that should last about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to hook up my truck tonight. And then tomorrow I'll pull the boat out, hook the water to it, start it. Make sure we're good. Load rods, load gear. Ah, fuck. I gotta register my trailer. Turns out I haven't registered my trailer in 2 years. I was looking at the plate and I was like, huh, that says 24 on it. Or no, yeah, it was 24, but it was like April of 24.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's different. We've had a lot of YouTubers. Oh, Adam Morse.
So, let me ask you this.
Made my night. Good listening on my ride home.
Mandy called the vet's office today to get a initial
Kittry?
Yeah.
Yep.
Kittery Animal Hospital. And they had no record of me ever being a customer there, which I'm like, well, that's not fucking true.
Yeah.
Like, I watched them put Riley down.
Yeah.
Like, so, I've definitely been a customer there. So I almost thought about, like, calling Christine and being like, what the fuck? But then I was like, you know what? It was 6 years ago. Maybe I don't know. So,
I
Mandy
tell
just
you
filled
what,
out the new paperwork.
I am not opposed to Broadview.
That's what you said. And I've heard great things about the Elliott Veterinarian Hospital. There's one in Elliott now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
The hard thing for me is like I kind of had it, you know, I'm not a typical dog owner.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't Fido coming in to fucking, who's been sitting on a couch all day. Like,
Yeah.
You know, when Diesel had some issues and they're like, well, you know, he just needs to rest and, you know, what's he doing? And I'm like, well, he's hunting fucking 70 fucking days a year. So he doesn't have time to rest. Sorry. And then, like, with Senna, they're like, you know, she just needs to slim down a little bit. And I'm like, you see the size of her? I don't give a fuck what chart you're going off of. That dog is not on charts.
Yeah.
She's a freak. And then, like, even, you know, the vet now with Turbo, and they're like, well, you know, you could put a little bit more weight on him. And I was like, no. That dog is not meant to have more weight on him. I don't want him to have more weight on him. It's like he is fucking healthy.
He's what, 80 pounds now?
I don't even know.
75, 80 pounds?
He's just a straight up psychopath. I got him going yesterday in the house, upstairs. and then he'll sprint out of our room and then turn around and then just skid trying to get going like the fucking Flintstones, and then finally get enough traction to get onto the carpet, and then he flies and just jumps up onto our bed and like lands at the foot of the bed, but then takes all the covers all the way to the fucking headboard and then uses the headboard as a launching pad and then bounds all the way off the bed and then just keeps going. He
is ready to murder you.
Oh, she was sitting there last night with watching it happen. And then the girls were like, "What is going on?" I was like, "Turbo's, he's on one."
He's got the zoomies.
Yeah. I wish we could take him. Like, it's so stupid you can't take a dog to school. Like, I couldn't walk him up there today.
Really?
Yeah, dogs aren't allowed. No, pet-free campus. And I'm like, well, he's in my truck with me. Half the time I pick the girls up. And they're like, yeah, well, he doesn't get out. I'm like, well, he's not going to just fucking run over and bite a kid.
Why is it a pet-free campus?
I don't
understand it.
Well, it's like all the fields are posted, no dogs or whatever. And I will always take my dog out there. Like when we go do corner flags.
Yeah, you said
that's so much fun.
Tell him to sit.
Just let him run. You got 400 yards of perfect grass right now, dude. Let it rip. Although, he does have a tendency to take a shit as soon as he gets there. Just to make sure. You know. Like, you could not poop. Like, we just left home. I let you out for 40 minutes before we go. But nope. As soon as we get to school, got poop.
Speaking of dogs running. So I went to Jill and Kevin Crowley's last week to get the dog stuff that they're letting us borrow.
Yeah.
The crates and shit. And Kevin showed me a video of their dog Brody, like a ring cam video that they have on the back of their house. He plays Frisbee with him, and the dog's a fucking animal when they're playing Frisbee. They were playing in a different part of the yard than usual, and Kevin threw it, and Brody, like, overshot where the Frisbee was going to be and ran directly into a tree. And, like, when I watched the video, I had a visceral reaction. Like, it was like, oh, fuck. Because the poor dog hit the tree, was like, arr! And it was just fucking bad.
Yeah, you should come in the house when the sun's down here.
Yeah.
Every time. Senna's fucking blind.
Yeah.
If it is not well lit, that dog can't see shit.
Oh, no.
Dude, she has run into the... I'm surprised there is not a hole in the wall in the mudroom. She just runs into the wall. Like, 8 out of 10 nights we come home.
Jesus.
Just fucking wham! And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dog. Just let me get to the light switch. I will give you light.
And then there's Diesel. It's just like, fuck it. Let him take it.
I can't. I told Leah, I was like, let me get through Father's Day.
Yeah.
Then we'll fucking come up with a plan. He's decided he doesn't really want to eat.
Yeah.
But if you put, like, chicken Alfredo, loves it. So I'm like, you know what? I've always said, like, I'll just go get my dog fucking McD burgers. I might just go get him, like, 10.
I got Riley a couple double chubbies on the way to the vet's office.
Yeah. So that might be coming up soon.
Ugh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry.
It does, but it's also, like, I already kind of, like, processed it.
Yeah.
It's not going to make it any easier.
No, it doesn't.
But, like, he's almost 16.
Yeah.
Or he's almost 15. It's like, he's fucking having trouble, like, breathing. He's, like, breathing and hacking, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I don't want you to suffer. But, I mean, since fucking 2 years ago when I thought this was going to happen, I've always said when he can't make it upstairs.
Yeah.
That was like my cutoff. I was like, all right. The fucker makes it upstairs every fucking night. I don't know how.
Yeah.
His fucking shoulders are so locked up. But that's one I think I might do. We'll do the cremation, but I don't think I'm gonna have. I'll have a little bit left of them here, but I think I'm just gonna go walk around and leave in places.
That's what I did with Riley. I still have some of them, but speaking of that, Mandy asked me the other night, and you may have seen this trend. She said, if I die and you get remarried, and then your new wife dies, and then you die, who are you going to be buried next to?
All right, in between the two of my ladies.
And I said, well, I'm going to be cremated. And she was going to go, you're supposed to say you're not going to die first. And I was like, I don't fucking, like that she wasn't going to die first or whatever. And I was like, that was a fucking trap.
No, you said you died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I forget how the thing went, but either way, it was entrapment.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, my first question is like, you really think I'm going to try this again?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, it was like today in my office, one guy came in, was bitching about his ex-wife, which then led another guy in my office to start complaining about his ex-wife. And then a third person came in and was bitching about his ex-wife. And I was like, okay, so you're all complaining about your ex-wives. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, and all you motherfuckers decided to do this again. Just remember that. Like, you all have, like, two of them are remarried. The third one just got engaged and is buying a house with the second wife. And I'm like, you had an opportunity. Like, and one of the guys, I'm like, Nick, your kids are fucking 16 and 14. You have legitimately zero reason to get remarried. You're not going to have more kids. So why would you ever get married again? Why? Unless it was, hey, this is straight up for tax purposes, then I'd say, all right, I agree. Like that's a good reason.
Typically, the only reason, getting married is not a good reason for tax purposes.
It can be.
Can it?
Yes. It can be advantageous.
What, if she's loaded?
No. If you make a ton of money.
Yeah.
And you need her lack of income to balance out the group income.
Well, that's never been an issue on my part. But it screwed me because then I made more money.
Yeah.
When I got married. But either way, I don't bitch about my wife for the most part. Except when she traps me with stupid questions like that.
Yeah.
Because that's just not even fair.
Well, it's like, I mean, they're like, well, I was like, I can't believe you guys fucking A, got divorced and then B, got remarried. And they're like, well, what's going to happen to you? I was like, well, knowing my wife, she'll either kill me.
Yeah.
I was like, or I'll just disappear. And they're like, what do you mean disappear? I was like,
she'll kill me.
She'll kill me.
Blink 3 times.
Yeah. Or my parents will kill me.
Yeah, right. Or, yeah, something's going to happen and they're going to help Leah hide the body.
Yeah. They flat out told me that they're keeping her and I'm on my own.
Yeah.
Which means I'm fucking swimming with the fishes. Little concrete flippers.
Mandy said if she wanted to kill me, she just, and I'm actually, this is a good idea for me to put this out on this podcast.
Yeah.
So there's record of it. She said if she was going to kill me, she'd put chloroform in my CPAP machine in the water tub for the humidifier. So if I just die, check the CPAP machine.
That's easy enough to get rid of, too, though.
That's right. Just ask for an autopsy because it's going to be something. That's all I got for tonight.
Yeah. I'm going to go out, sit on my boat, and stare at it.
There you go.
Just can't wait for tomorrow. Make sure pretty sure I got the life jackets on board. I think they're in the cooler.
I'm going to put zip that line on real quick before I take off.
I gotta get my other 8 weighed out.
All right, folks.
We made it. We have a lot of viewers tonight on YouTube. I appreciate all our YouTube viewers.
Yeah.
38 YouTube viewers on this
No
live.
shit.
You know, the people are coming around, finding out the true beauty is really
right
on video.
Well, we appreciate it, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully,
we'll have a good fishing report.
Exactly.
So at the very least, before next Wednesday, I will have, at the very least, 2 boat days.
Yeah, perfect.
Because tomorrow, definitely Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, there's no more soccer.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So if we're not in the playoffs, probably going to fish on Sunday. Good news, it's going to rain Saturday. Just in case you were wondering.
Good. I don't want to. I was worried about breaking that streak.
Could almost fucking set your watch to that one.
Well,
next Thursday, 81. Tomorrow's 82. Oh,
right. Hopefully, we have a good string of weather on Thursdays.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
Yeah,
it can rain every weekend. I don't give a shit. I mean, I kind of do.
Yeah.
I'd rather it not rain, but.
All right, folks. We'll talk to you next week. We love you.
Happy gotcha day for Roe tomorrow.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I'll have a puppy report. You'll see the bags under my